Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gerry Dick, coming to you this week from Fort Wayne, the heart of Allen County, a manufacturing hub that continues to defy the odds, reinventing itself with major investment downtown and along its rivers. Many point to Parkview Field, the home of the Fort Wayne Tin Caps, as the spark that started it all in 2009, breathing new life into a downtown that had been in decline for years. More than $1 billion in investment over the past decade has made downtown Fort Wayne a place where people want to live, work, and play. Star Bank is building a new corporate headquarters downtown. There are multiple restaurants, including a Ruth's Chris, investing in the city. Barbara Backgard, co-founder of Fort Wayne-based purse and luggage brand Vera Bradley, has opened a swanky boutique hotel, the Bradley. New apartments and condos mean people are living downtown as well. And after years of ignoring the natural resource of its three rivers, massive redevelopment is underway along the water, including the riverfront at Promenade Park, an $88 million development that will include housing, office, and retail space. But perhaps no project is more emblematic of the transformational change here than Electric Works, the first phase of the redevelopment of the former GE campus, $286 million, really changing life and the way of life in downtown Fort Wayne. The roots of this site date back more than a century. The first manufacturing building opened here in 1883. General Electric made this a manufacturing center, an innovation hub, producing commercial and household equipment, everything from alternators to dynamos, motors, and switches. GE initiated patents at this plant for the first ice-making machine in the U.S. The garbage disposal was invented here too. But the country's manufacturing decline ultimately led to the shutdown of this iconic facility. 39 acres of decaying, rusted-out reminders of a once vibrant economy. The vibrancy is returning as construction crews are winding up phase one of Electric Works, a $286 million project that includes 10 buildings, retail, entertainment, office, co-working, and education space. Fort Wayne Do It Best is putting its corporate headquarters here as well. And joining me now with more on Electric Works in broader development and really a remaking of downtown Fort Wayne, Jeff Kingsbury is a partner with Ancora Partners. And Jeff, thanks for joining me up on the rooftop here at what will be the Do It Best headquarters, corporate headquarters. But this is a project that has been several years in the making, very ambitious project, had to deal with the pandemic and all kinds of challenges, but it's actually happening.
It's happening, yeah, thanks to a lot of partners, the state of Indiana, City of Fort Wayne, Allen County, and just a tremendous amount of support from the community around here is really what enabled us to get this across the goal line.
What do you think it says about Fort Wayne in this area that this project is happening? Again, with the challenges, just putting a project of this magnitude together, but then you factor in the pandemic and the fact that it's actually going forward.
This community is resilient, and this is really a symbol of that resiliency. We were able to really persevere amidst some major challenges, but we're about 70% pre-leased today. We're going to be opening to the public here in a matter of weeks, and this is really going to be a center of innovation and economic development for the next century for this community and region.
Let's talk about phase one, well underway. You say 70% leased, Do It Best, 400 plus people will ultimately be here, but there's also retail, entertainment, restaurants, some other pieces to this.
Yeah, and that's really the key, I think, to creating a place where talent wants to be, and that's a common denominator among really all of the folks that are wanting to have a presence here is talent. And so live, work, shop, play, learn, and innovate is really what the district is all about.
Yeah, you talk about innovation, you talk about learning. Ultimately, there will be learning opportunities from the very earliest ages. Yeah. Right through college, right?
Absolutely. We want to create the continuum of education and training opportunities really from pre-K up to and through degrees, as well as incumbent worker training and retraining, so that we can stay current and aligned with the state's workforce development strategy.
You talk about talent. This is a project about talent, but also about connection. So this, the Broadway district, if you will, in Fort Wayne, you're wanting to have this be a connector that connects a lot of different assets here.
Yeah. Well, the city of Fort Wayne has really made a big investment in its future, and that's one of the things that gave us confidence to spend now approaching $400 million in Fort Wayne and in Indiana. And so if we can create another destination that supports what's happening at Promenade Park, what's happening at the Landing, as well as south of us along the Broadway corridor, that's part of what we can do to really be an economic engine for the community.
And you talk about innovation and perhaps creating these innovation hubs that may spread beyond Fort Wayne. We see 16 Tech in downtown, near downtown Indianapolis is another example, and maybe some other areas around the state as well.
We've got the Discovery Park District as well, and the Renaissance District,
yep.
and South Bend. So I think there's a real opportunity here if we can start to create programmatic and strategic connections between these hubs of innovation. It could really help to manifest this overall statewide development strategy and differentiate us.
Jeff Kingsbury, thanks very much. A lot going on here in downtown Fort Wayne, especially here at Electric Works. Really appreciate you taking the time. Well, Electric Works is not the only economic spark here in Fort Wayne. Amazon opened a major new fulfillment center near Fort Wayne International Airport in December, one of 2 new spaces in Allen County that could create as many as 2,000 jobs. Amazon planning to open a second facility about 10 miles north of the airport by the end of the year. The airport, well, also a testament to growth and development in Allen County. Fort Wayne International recently reopened a major portion of its west terminal after a $47 million expansion. Next up, a $14 million facelift for the east terminal.